Aloha! Welcome back to Math Camp. I'm Dane, and this is the true history of the binary search with Sogrates and Amphibianes. You will play the part of Sogrates,
and Amphibianes plays the part of himself.
Through painstaking research, I have traced the beginnings of the binary search algorithm to ancient Greece. I have discovered a lost manuscript about the greatest philosopher of all time. Though long since forgotten, at one time he was so great that people called him Sogrates. This manuscript describes the dialogue between Sogrates and one of his students, Amphibianes, who was always hopping all over him with questions. Throughout the following reconstructed dialogue, notice how Sogrates employs the Socratic method, by which the student is brought to knowledge through queries such as, "What's so great about that?" Remember, you are playing the part of Sogrates, and I'll help you with that, and Amphibianes is going to be himself.
Oh, great, Sogrates. I'm in real hot water.
How so, old Lilyhopper?
Miss Piggy is hopping mad at me because I forgot the anniversary of the day that we met.
So, buy the swine some pearls and cast them before her, belatedly.
No, wise guy, you don't get it. She's mad because I don't even remember the actual date. She says she won't tell me. I have to guess. If I start at January 1st and go through the whole calendar year, I'll be roadkill. I need to minimize the number of guesses.
Sounds like you need a binary search.
Binary search? Sounds like a dating service. Besides, isn't binary a tad polarizing?
A binary search, my little pollywog, is a method by which you may quickly find an item in a sorted list, even if that list is very long.
A sorted list? Like my family tree?
No, a sorted list, like a dictionary. In fact, we can dissect the binary search procedure using this dictionary.
Please don't use that word. How does dictionary help?
Here, let me show you. Please select any word in the dictionary without showing it to me.
Okay, turn around. I don't trust you. I've always said, beware of Greeks bearing dictionaries.
Have you selected your word?
Yes. Now what?
Close the dictionary. Now I bet that I can guess your word in 20 questions or less.
No way, wise guy. I bet you can't even pronounce it.
First, make sure that you count the number of times that I ask you a question.
Oh, I'm not good at counting. I'd get swamped, but I have a friend who is. Let's have him keep track.
Is your word before or after newt?
Before. Speaking of my family tree.
1. Before or after eft.
Before. Hey, that's the terrestrial phase of an aquatic newt.
2. Before or after Cayman?
After. That's another one of my relatives. How do you do that?
3. Before or after cold-blooded?
Before. Come on, I see a pattern here.
4. Before or after centipede?
After. But I do love insects for snacks.
5. Before or after chrysalis?
Before. They grew up to be tasty snacks too.
6. Before or after chicken snake?
After. By the way, I'm not a big fan.
7. Before or after chipmunk?
After. Finally, a rodent.
8. Before or after chook?
Before. Australian chicken. Kind of a foul word, if you ask me.
9. I didn't. Is it before or after chlorophyll?
Before. It's not easy being green.
10. Before or after chirp?
After. Crickets.
11. Before or after chive?
Before. Not only is it not easy being green, you're on the right page. After.
12. Before or after chitin?
After. That's the part of the bugs that crunches.
13. Before or after cheddar?
Before.
14. Before or after chiton?
Bingo!
15.
You even pronounced it correctly. How'd you do that?
We're both wearing one.
No, I mean, how'd you guess it in 15 tries?
I simply roughly bisected the dictionary 15 times.
Wow! If the dictionary was twice as big, it'd only take one more question. How many words are in that dictionary?
About 165,000.
How many times can I divide that in half?
You tell me.
What? You're not going to spoon feed me like any good teacher would do?
I think not.
Hey, nuts are for toads. Frogs have armies. Well, if there were only 2 words in the dictionary, you'd only need to ask the question once. If there were 4, you'd have to ask it twice. For 8, it'd be thrice. I love that word.
Do you see a pattern, Tasty Legs?
Oh, they're all powers of 2. So 2 to the 20th power is, let me check on my TIBCE calculator, 1,485,576.
What's so great about that?
Don't you see? With 365 days, the most I'd have to ask Miss Piggy is 8 or 9 questions, because 2 to the 8th power is 256, and 2 to the 9th power is 512. But that reminds me, I don't have to ask her. I remember the date. The whole power of 2 things helped me out.
How so? When is it?
Groundhog's Day, February 2nd, 2-2.
Say again?
Groundhog's Day, February 2nd, 2-2.
Say again?
Etc., etc., etc.
And that's the true story of the binary search. Honest.